Hey y'all, this is A. Renee from Journal, Jot, and Jive. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all. Alright, by the title, it's gonna say, my debt confession. You gotta stay locked in or you gotta check in. Ooh, child. It's gonna be one of those. Alright, so in today's video, we are going to check in with our planner. I have already gone in, went through all of my accounts and followed up with writing out expenses and money I made. I even wrote down, baby, when stuff got returned to the bank. Yes, we writing it all. So in today's video, I want to talk about how in order to position yourself to do better, you have to face the music. Oh, honey, should I call it that?
My debt confession, facing the music.
Yeah, it might be something like that. All right, y'all. So that's what today's video is going to be about. I'm also going to do a journal moment. Now, y'all know my business is called Journal, Jot, and Jive. Not the hair business, honey. We're talking about my main baby that we got to grow and get it to where it needs to be. Journal, Jot, and Jive. We're going to also talk about that. One of my clients, I mean a huge epiphany. You ever do something and somebody kind of just is like,
hey, have you ever thought of X, Y, and Z?
And you like,
all this time, I'm over here stressing myself out, and you really do this anyway for a living.
yeah, but anyway, we're going to talk about that a little later. But I think first I should go ahead and do my journal moment. So if you have your journal, go ahead and grab a journal out for a little bit, you know, write the date on it. Act like you're going to write something in the journal, because some of y'all have not picked that journal up all year long. All right, and you telling Facebook all your business and you ain't even telling your journal your business. Now this is my financial notebook, so it serves as more than just a journal entry. This is where I write things about my debt pay down, because baby, we already saw those credit cards that we working on. I also will write notes and journal moments. So today we are gonna do us a good old journal moment. Okay, this paper ain't the greatest paper in the world. It's not all about the pretty, but we're gonna put some washi down. But it's not all about the pretty. But what we're gonna talk about in this journal entry today is, girl, how you feeling, Adrian? How you feeling about this? How you feeling? Your girl stressed out over here, all right? But I've been working out, so that has helped my stress management. But baby girl, your girl is over here. Y'all hear that? Like, I've been taking deep breaths, like, for a while, child. Just for a while. All right, so I like to be really transparent. Yeah, we need some lotion, because y'all be zooming in. All right, I like to be transparent. I am on a journey and a quest, and baby, I tell you, by the end of this year, I'm gonna be so set, and y'all gonna be like
she said she was gonna do it.
Did, and she gonna do it. All right, any of you all that know me, when I put my mind to something and I get out of my own way, things just take off. They do. But right now, we on the tarmac. Yep, baby, we is on the tarmac. And did you just say,
she just say we is? How she gonna go get a job and she up there talking incorrect?
Baby, I know how to switch it on and off, alright? It's called code switching.
Google it. Alright, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into this journal moment. It's not gonna be nothing really long, but I am gonna put some stickers down, because you know, as I'm on this journey and I'm looking around at all the money I have spent on stationery, and I look at all of the bills that need to be paid off, your girl be over here a little upset sometimes. I'm like,
this is just dumb.
do y'all talk to yourself like that? You don't. Y'all just be so uppity. Learn how to talk to yourself, honey. Talk to yourself sometimes. Just don't answer back, but talk to yourself. But I be like,
girl, you got the nerve to have an attitude, but here you are with 30 tons of stickers, 5,000 rolls of washing, 20,000 pens, and you trying to figure out where's my money going.
and I know some of y'all gonna say,
You always be trying to point stuff out. Why you gotta say stuff like that?
listen, oh, I put that upside down, but you know what? Art is art. My journey is my journey, but if it happens to remind you of yourself, I can't do nothing with that. I can't help you with how you feeling when I point out the obvious. Some of us spend too much money, okay? Shout out to the companies that's making all the money off of us, but us being in debt, that ain't cute. Okay, it might be cute to you, but it ain't cute to me. All right, so what are we doing right now? We're putting down some of this washi we've had for quite some time to make the page a little bit beautiful for the journal entry we are going to write. And I think I'm going to title this journal entry. I have never done a little voiceover with the journal entry or talk to y'all while I'm doing it. I think I'm going to title this mug right here, OMG. That's what we going to name it, OMG. All right. O M G. All right, so I just gave y'all a little bit of a start, but I am gonna speed the rest of this up, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna check in and highlight some things, and then I'm gonna go. All right, because that's gonna be all that I have for y'all on this good here day. The moral of this video, the purpose of this video is to write how you feel, check in with your finances, and keep moving forward because things will get better. Baby, that was a word right there. Yes, it was. But let's go ahead and get into it. Alright y'all, so there you have it, honey. It's a journal entry about whoa me, yay, I'm doing better, all of the above. Okay, so this would be classified as a would it be a not so good moment? It's a little bit of both. It's a come to Jesus moment, acknowledge where you are, focus on where you're going, all of that. See, sometimes y'all don't want to write how you feel because it's uncomfortable. Okay, it's uncomfortable sometimes, and that's just a part of the process. But nonetheless, honey, I needed to get this out because there have been days this week and last week where I'm like, you got to work on your resume, you got to do X, Y, and Z, and the overwhelm, I have just gotten in the bed. And on the days that I had to go to work, I went to work. But today I did take a nap. Okay, I took a nap. There was a little overwhelm. However, when I woke up from the nap, I had a text that was like, hey, would you consider working part-time right now? You know, while I'm looking for something. And I'm like, okay, can you give me a couple of more details? And y'all, sometimes you can be so far in your way. Hold on, we need to raise this up. Hold on. Okay, sometimes you can be in your way because you just don't know what to do. You're overwhelmed. You're like, oh my gosh, ain't nothing working out. I was here, you know, just going back in the past. Ain't nothing back there for you unless you are just looking at things that you can do differently. Staying back there keeps you stuck. And baby, your girl was stuck like Chuck. All right, so that timer was for that was when I was writing all this stuff in here. So that's what that was for. Some of y'all are going to ask me about this, y'all. This came in a cloth and paper subscription box, so I can't help you with that. But I also have another productivity cube, so I can possibly link this in the description. Now, this one is for 10 minutes, but I can look for another one that goes up to an hour and put that in there for you. But yes, I need productivity cubes, timers, and yes, you can set a timer on your clock or on your computer, but whatever. All right, so, you know, y'all, I got the message, and she was like, hey, would you work part-time? And so let me tell you how your mind can get in the way sometimes, because at first I was like,
well, I can't work part-time because I need to work full-time. And then, you know, that little voice on the side of you was like, sis, you need money right now, so what you talking about you can't do that? Like,
right. And so now y'all hearing that real Georgia come out. You just gonna have to roll with it today. And I was like,
girl, why are you self-sabotaging?
If any of y'all don't know, I go to therapy. I ain't been in a long time, but baby, the tools that she has given me, they be coming through. So shout out to therapy, okay? So some of y'all might want to look into therapy because, baby, it will ground you when you are lifted off the ground, all right? So I'm like, why are you trying to self-sabotage? You're not making any sense, right? So I messaged her back and I was like, hey, yes, let's go ahead and talk about it. So we will talk about it. So in the process, I'm like, Adrian, you ain't making no sense right now. You are not making sense at all. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, girl,
But again, how you gonna work for somebody talking like that?
I told y'all I know how to code switch, and baby, I got Grammarly on my computer. Some of y'all need it too. But I was like, okay, you're not making any sense right now. And so basically what I would be doing, yeah, I would be a virtual assistant. Anybody that knows me knows one of my favorite things to do is organizing people's lives. Calendar management. See all of this? All of that. And I'm just like, at one point a while ago, that was one of the things that I said, I'm like, oh girl, you should get into virtual assisting. Look it up. But sometimes you can get in your own way, right? So I'm gonna get into virtual assisting. And so I was on the phone talking to my mom, and I don't know how I phrased it. And I was like, I guess I'll see. She said, you guess? And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna do it. She was like, yes, because sometimes you can get in your own way based on how you say things. Like I was almost limiting myself as if I didn't have the qualifications, just doing the most. So I'm saying all that to say, don't limit yourselves. So some of y'all might be in the market looking for another job right now. And you're probably telling yourself, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. They're not going to see my worth. And I've been doing this stuff for years, y'all. When you run your own business, you do more admin work than a little bit. If you didn't know, now you know. So I'm excited. I got some things that I have to work on. And it was just right in my face. I'm just literally like, girl, you're doing the most. So now what I'm doing, y'all, I'm going through and highlighting things that are linked to businesses, right? So J3 is Journal, Jot and Jive. H bar is Hair by A. Renee. And so even when it comes to virtual assisting, y'all, Journal, Jot and Jive is my business that's already set up. So virtual assisting will come under that umbrella. All right, so let's go and look and see what we have going on. And so when you start checking in with yourself, you want to see like, hey, are you recording your expenses? So what I've started doing each week, I've just started like, hey, what is my starting balances in all of these accounts? I went and reopened a Journal, Jot and Jive checking account. That's a whole nother story for another day. And then even in here, I like to show transparency, right? So for the past 2 weeks, my booth rent has been returned, right? So with that being returned, it's gonna end up, and I don't know, I called that lady and told her to pull the payment. Why she didn't pull the payment, I don't know. So the way my checking is set up, and yes, I just said that, the way my checking is set up, when I work on the weekends, a lot of people will use the account, and I don't. Hey y'all, I meant to say my clients will use the processing system that I have through my booking app, and those payments are held up for a couple of days into the next week. So that's what I meant. They use the app to check out. I don't have a cushion right now. There is no cushion, okay? So there's that. Before, my bank would let it go through, and when the money hit on Monday and Tuesday, I would just hurry up and put it over an account. Hey, listen, piss poor management right now, we're going to get to where we need to get. But that's what happened. So you'll see right here, it was returned again. So she had already worked out where they would split 4 payments in half. So when it returned on Saturday this week, I went right back and said, hey, listen, I need you to go ahead and run this payment. She ain't ran the payment. So now as of this week where we are right here, it's going to be almost $800 pulled out of my account. So thus to why said friend, sister, and lady over here has to get another job. It's just too expensive. I cannot afford. I just can't afford it, y'all. It is what it is. All right, so State Farm, you'll see, like if I pay something, I have now started putting in parentheses that it was late. Now, I don't get a late fee with State Farm, but over here you will see that it's late. I'm going to highlight that it's late because there is a late fee that happens when you pay your car note late. And so late fees, y'all, are very detrimental over time. They can be very detrimental over time. A lot of people might not talk about that, but if you can calculate like how all of your late fees add up, a lot of your late fees will equal up to some of your bills that you could be paying on time. So one of my main goals for this year, and I have not done any videos on goals if y'all haven't noticed, and that is by design, because typically you'll go into the new year writing all of these goals down, but I'm in a space where my goals are truly different and had to change really quick. Okay, so what I thought I was gonna be doing at the beginning of this year is not what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, so again, I went in and highlighted things. All right, so what else? Oh, let's do a little update on the good old IRS. Yes, IRS, Jesus. All right, so they're still working on my case, and I had to turn in a document from a child's doctor to show that I'm his real parent. He lives with me and his address is linked to my address. Okay, so that was something that I had to do. If I can encourage y'all, I'm gonna say it every time until we done with this case, because I'm gonna be very transparent. Once I find out what the ruling is, we're gonna pray I ain't gotta pay nothing, but if I have to pay something, we're gonna talk about it all. But record keep your records, keep receipts. Do it all. Document in the computer. Put your receipts in the envelopes. Remember, y'all, we started talking about the envelopes. Scan your receipts in. Do whatever you can do, because baby, an audit ain't nothing cute. There is nothing cute about it, and that has also been another part of my stress load. So my stress load is getting better because I am working out. So working out has been very beneficial. Thank goodness. All right, so I want to show you one more thing, and I'm about to get up out of here because I think I'm tired of talking. I am. I need one more marker for a color code. And so let's see, what do we have? Now mind y'all know my outline got like 900 colors, and I'm over here looking like, so what color should we use? All right, so we're gonna use, let's use, since I have several of these, let's go ahead and use this purple. What this is gonna show you is how I've had to take from Peter to pay Paul. And so let's say you have several accounts. Let's find the patterns of what's happening when you have to pay bills and do things, right? So over here, this is going to stand for I transferred in between accounts. And why this is very important for me, when I go inside of my Zero app and I have to code things, I need to remember, like, okay, wait a minute, what account did you pull that from? And usually when you are sending money, you can put stuff in the notes lines. Sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. I highly recommend, like, if you're transferring from one different bank to another bank, just put in the account line where you sent it from and then that amount. So that's what I've been doing. So when I go and log into Zero and I am coding, I'll be able to say, hey, this came from that bank account and went into this particular account. I also wanted to do this so I can kind of see how often I am pulling from one account and putting it into the next account, because that is not the overall goal. Okay, this is, I want this to be a short-term goal. But if you have noticed, every single week I've had to take from one account to put in another account. And there's another one that I need to start writing out on here. I need to write when something from Cash App is put into one of my bank accounts, but I also need to figure out how to code that. So I have a meeting next week so I can get some more support on the program that I use. All right, y'all, so this is what I have. I know I was rambling and doing quite a bit, but wait a minute. Was this color supposed to be for something? Oh man, this color was supposed to be for leisure. No worries. We just gonna change leisure to this color. No. Talk about me, y'all. Talk about me. We're gonna do this purple for this deep purple for transfers. See, that's what you get for not looking at things that are going on. Doing the absolute most. All right, y'all, so that is what we have for today. All right, so get your little journal entry in and then go in and add your expenses, make corrections if you must. And yeah, so there is that. So if you notice, I don't always highlight gray for personal, so that's not a really huge thing for me. I do need to go in and add a couple of more items. Something I did start this week, I've been going in my Google Calendar, adding in all of my expenses so I can get notifications like, hey, this is about to come out today. So that is something that I did, which was really cool. And I kind of like it. I like what it looks like on Google Calendar. I'll show y'all that on another video. All right, so your assignment for the day, sometimes I'm gonna give y'all questions of the day, but the other part we're gonna do some assignments. So your assignment for today is, what is today's date? We are on the 18th. You still have enough time to get in front of your finances. Go ahead and write down your bills, but also go ahead and write down your expenses and see what you've already been spending on this week. So if you need to make some quick adjustments, we are in the first month. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's try to correct what we can. Ask for help, y'all. That's what I've been doing lately. Sometimes that is very challenging for me, but at this point, I don't have room to have a whole lot of pride. So, honey, I be asking. I be like, yeah, can you help? I need help. All right, so there's that. Again, thank you for joining this video and staying this long if you have. And if you have, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share. Yeah, because my channel is monetized now, y'all. So, you know, watch the ads if you can and if you care. I know some of y'all going to be like, girl, don't tell me to watch the ads. I'm going to skip the ads. That's fine, thanks. However, for those that like to support this channel and want me to keep coming and making videos, go ahead and watch those ads because it does help me with a little revenue. Not a little, we working on more. It helps me with revenue. So, yeah, that's my only other request. And that's all I have for y'all. Have an amazing day. I'm about to go cook this child a roast and some potatoes and some rice and some vegetables because I have a growing young man. All right, y'all. I'll catch you on the next one.